Hello, everyone. There we go. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. I'm Robin, the Andrew without a C, and OBS decided that it didn't want my microphone on. So that's kind of annoying. But hey, let's go ahead and hop right in. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the stream. We are going to do a couple of little different things today. We're going to set the action level to easy and the riddle level to hard, because I want to be challenged. Knife! So, hello, Aleph. Hello, Cat. Hello, Judge. And hello to anyone currently lurking. This is once again, yet again, yet still more, Silent Hill 2. Why? Don't worry about it. So, if you're wondering why I'm kind of, looking around right now, mashing X like crazy, it's because there's an item in here that I keep wondering where it is. We don't need it for any of the endings that we're going after today, but I keep forgetting where it is. It's this little item that allows us to go after the new rebirth ending that we're not going to tackle yet. And that's okay. First, we're just gonna haul ass and we are going to work our way towards the dog ending. What did that require, you may ask? Oh, actually, nothing all that crazy. It's actually like a really simple ending to get because all we gotta do, literally all we gotta do, is find a key and open a door. So we're not gonna have to worry about any of that until quite a bit later. So we're just gonna haul ass and get started. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. My cough is down quite a bit. It's still there. It's still lurking in the depths of my throat. But otherwise, I've just been playing a lot of Sonic Frontiers and the 2018 God of War in preparation for Ragnarok. Not the real Ragnarok, just the sequel called God of War Ragnarok. Though, honestly, looking at Twitter, I've been kind of assuming that the two wolves have been eating the sun and the moon, and that we are due for Ragnarok. You know, just what happens? Got a cough that keeps threatening to turn into something, and I hope it doesn't. Ooh. Yep, I know how that feels. It's always good to be ready for Ragnarok. It really is. Like, I don't know about y'all. Got Twitter damn wrong. Jesus. Very good. It's very cold, which I do not like, but I was able to give my sister a nice birthday, and I have a 4-day weekend incoming. Well, tell your sister happy birthday. From all of us, including and especially me. Yeah, you've been having that little vacation of yours coming up. I've been looking forward to it. Oh god, and Tactics Ogre Rebirth is out, and I really want to get it. Ugh. Latosis! I like that. Go ahead and grab the chainsaw, even though we're not going to be using it. I just like grabbing it. Yeah! Oh, I got to get back on the Splatoon 3. It's still a lot of fun. I just haven't stayed on top of it. I think the connection there has kind of put me off for a bit. You're welcome. Glad to say it. And I hope it was a good one. Okay, so, hey, real quick. Sonic Frontiers. Good game. I'm getting to the point where I can recommend it. It's got a little bit of that collect-a-thon-y, you know, clear all the map markers off your map, Ubisoft bullshit, but it's just been fun. It's just been a fun Sonic game. I don't get it. It's just been really good. Every time I sit down and try to write about it, I'm just like, this shouldn't work, but I'm having fun, and therefore I should shut up and enjoy it. I've been having a hot and humid day, and that sucks, but I'm also almost done with my latest model aircraft. Hell yeah. Isn't that fun? Like, models are really fun to build for a lot of reasons, but mostly because, like, it is this really nice, unmonetizable, like, hobby thing that you get to just get slightly better at with every model, and you get to have something to show off that you get to be proud of. I would strongly recommend anyone pick up, like, a little crafting hobby like that. Models are a great way. They're expensive. Oh my god, there's nothing quite so satisfying as building one of those things and putting it on your shelf and being like, it's done. It is donezo. And I did it myself. Ooh. Tell me the complexity. I must know. Frontier sounds like it'll end up being the first annex I end up properly paying for in many, many years. Yeah, it's just weirdly good. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's the first Sonic game that I feel like is possibly held back by its license. Because I think there's a lot in there that's very, very good that would be better if it didn't have the license attached, but it still had, like, a lot of what makes the writing work. You know what I mean? But it's also really good as a Sonic thing, which I'm really happy about. So I'm kind of in this territory of, like, this game would do a lot better if it weren't a Sonic game, but it's so very good as a Sonic game that I'm very glad that I'm getting this thing that feels very much made for me. Ooh, yeah, get some Pokemon models. Get some Pokemon models. Oh, you're just making camouflage. That is fascinating. And also very tough. Oh, I should look at that then. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, honestly, that's not bad. You've got like this really convincing setup of shapes and colors that I think works really well. And I think as you learn how to control your form, it's going to look a lot snazzier, even with the shapes exactly as they are now. It's very good. Anyway, so this guy's going down. One hit, he's done. We're good. So we're going to once again see if we can get through everything in a single run through. I'm going to keep an eye out for some items that are not necessary for us to get, but they'll help me understand where they are in next playthroughs. The blue gem is still the one that confuses me the most. Pain the underside because I love pain. Who doesn't love pain? Who doesn't love dying and being dead? Yeah, once again, very solid. Okay, so now we get to go left down here. And haul Patoot down this way. Now I usually go to the camper when it's time to go to the historical site to pick up the hyper spray and get a good save point going. We can actually do that around here, actually. So we can pick up the hyper spray to just stun enemies and not worry too much about them. It'll make it a little easier and cut down our kill count, which is not necessary. But if we can get a good rating, we get a better hyper spray to pick up for the next playthrough, and that's pretty great. So let's see. Where is it at? Should be a little further down. Hey, there's supposed to be a camper here. Oh well. Maybe it's on the next street over, in which case I'm not going to worry too much about it. What we need to do, however, is go all the way back to Martin Street. Because I did waste a little time there, and it's fine. I love how those bugs just sound like a tiny kid on a squeaky tricycle. It's very good. Okay, so now we're almost at Martin Street, which is a nice little alleyway that should contain the key to the Woodside Apartments. I'm realizing as we get closer to the end of Silent Hill 2, that I should probably mention Silent Hill 3 and 4, if we can manage to get to 4, which I'll talk about later, which I've talked about many times and will continue to, because I want to play Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 3 is one of the core Team Silent Hills that I know the least. And I'm hoping that by the end of our playthrough of it, like once we get all endings and everything, that we're able to get to the point where I can get my hour count down to something really, really small. Because, like, these run-throughs have been great for me to just kind of figure out, oh, how do I actually get through this game fast? How do I, like, play this in a way that lets me feel like maybe I could speedrun it one day? Because I enjoy this enough that, like, I did not expect myself to enjoy getting through this game as quickly as possible, but when I went through my run-through of the series a while back, I did it for Silent Hill 1, and I played specifically to cut my hour count down. And it was, again, a lot of fun. So I'm kind of sitting here like, man, what if I just, like, learned how to be fast at Silent Hill? So we grab all that. We're going to grab this health drink, and we're going to go straight up to the second floor to room 205. I really want to see a Silent Hill 4 speedrun, because, like, I cannot wrap my head too well around that game. Too dark to read a map. This might be room 205. But we do have a flashlight. Hey, dude. Donk. And donk. Boop. Okay. So we've got the flashlight. Ooh. Woollyverse play Silent Hill 3 and do all the QA stuff. With testing weapon swings, loading, and ooh, yeah, that actually sounds pretty fun. Okay. I wanted to see if that was another way up, and it's not. Hey, Bob. Good to see you. Man, I have not actually, like, watched a lot of Wooly stuff. I've seen some of it. I watched a lot of his Guilty Gear lore explanation, which is very good, by the way, and is as close to official as it gets since Arc System Works actually helped out with it, which is kind of wild. Like, that's really cool. Like, being a YouTuber, being a streamer, and, like, having the developers basically help you make very official stuff. Okay, so we need to head down to 301. Wooly always seemed like a really cool guy. And his content seems very good. Okay, so we got the handgun, and we are... Yeah, you know what? We're going to equip it. Then we're going to head back down to the second floor, and we are going to head up to the first hallway that heads north. Arxis saw someone doing their work for them and said, yo, let us help. And it's like, Guilty Gear lore is very heavy, or very dense, but I think it does a really good job of wrapping a lot of the way it tells its story into something that feels a lot more manageable. So, if you're interested in Guilty Gear, and you should be, it's a great fighting game, and it's a great series, and they keep updating it in good ways. You should absolutely give it a look. we see all that, we grab the key to room 202. And we're going to go to room 202. So I found a text-to-speech generator that does some really good Disco Elysium voices. I had it read Mary's letter. Oh my god. That is the best worst thing I've ever heard. I see that place. Silence Hill. That's ridiculous. I love it. Okay, I don't remember what all is in here. I think... Yes, this is the one with the hole. So let's stick our hand in the hole. And... now we go back to 208 and we solve the grandfather clock puzzle. Being that it is the first puzzle in the game, it only has one solution. So even though we are on the hard riddle difficulty, the difficulty doesn't matter for this one. So let's carefully aim ourselves, do this proper. Use. Let's see. I'm the kind of guy who tries to scour the... Oh wow, we lucked out. This is set up super tightly. There we go. I have been suitably punished for my crimes. You're welcome. That voice is really hard to do, but I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Oh yeah, Wooly's more of a completionist. That's pretty cool. I like that. Which one is the limbic system? Is that the one like with the really strange squeaky voice? Because that one's also very good. I love that voice. Ooh, yeah, I've been craving Thousand Year Door, so I should check that out. If it's a series recommend, then I should get on that. Yeah, that one that one is like it's the same guy. It's very high and restrained, like the larynx is very tight on that one, so you get a sound that's like this. In my restless dreams, I see that factory. The shit factory. I added a little bit too much drama on that one, but oh god, and reading the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody. You're causing violence, and I appreciate that, Bob. Okay, so we're going to see, I think, the Red Pyramid thing cutscene. We're going to turn around, we're going to grab this key. And then we are going to head out, and we are going to... You want a book describe someone making an inhuman sound? That line is the first time I really felt that. Yeah, that's fair. I dig that. Let's see, where was the key? I think it was just around here. It didn't mark on on the map, which is fine. There we go. Then we head all the way here. We're kind of like off to a good start here. We did take a little useless detour at the start, but that's fine. So we're running down. We're heading all the way to the first floor. where we are going to pick up a can of juice. Computers can be good, actually. And of course, now we are heading back to the main lobby where we entered initially. And we're going to go up to the second floor, drop the canned juice down the garbage chute, go back down, enter this little alleyway that we're about to pass, and pick up our first of 3 coins. As I mentioned, we are on the hard riddle difficulty, so this is going to be a solution that we don't know yet. We get a different puzzle. Unfortunately, with the way the sound works, sometimes, like, when things get silent for me, I get a little bit of tinnitus, which is weird. It's like, it's very minor. But I've always had, like, this little bit of tinnitus that happens, when it kind of feels like whenever my brain is anticipating and not receiving sound. You know what I mean? And it's weird. It's never deafening, but man, it just like makes me kind of stop everything I'm doing and just go, huh, that's a weird thing for my ears to just do out of nowhere. Why does it do that? Hell if I know. Okay, we've got the old man coin. And now, yeah, it's like you sit there thinking, oh yeah, I don't hear voices, I'm not crazy, and then suddenly you hear a sound that seems very strange and high-pitched and whiny. And when you're done talking to yourself, then the tinnitus starts. You're like, oh, that's why people think they can hear voices. But we're just knocking them down, because we don't really need to bother. We also don't have that many handgun bullets yet. Now we're going to run it over here, and we're going to go to the right and enter the furthest door so that we can go meet Eddie. But we're not going to be hanging out with him too long. In fact, we have some items to pick up. Let's grab that. Oh, we get some music too. Excellent. I believe we have to go to the right. And yeah, okay, cool. Nice and short. I will admit, sometimes I'm kind of amazed that people want to hang out while I'm doing all this, because, like, people are just watching me replay a game over and over. And then I realize, isn't that, like, a lot of Minecraft? Isn't that just a lot of games that don't really have a finite end? Like, it's fine. It really is. I don't know why I'm stressing about that. But there are still parts of streaming that I'm just like, huh, that's odd. I'm not sure I would be the target audience for that, but I seem to be the target deliverer of that content. Okay, we need to head to the toilet and we need to pick up a code. The Hunter S. Thompson quotes. Oh no. Sometimes it's fun to see things you're iterated on. I'm glad. Because I had been kind of, oh, so we have our first weird puzzle. So what does this mean? Head to here. Now we have VV6, 9, VV4, X5. Um, so I think we can go with a very simple assumption that V and X are Roman numerals. So 16, 9, 14, 15. So let's try that. I don't know if that'll work, but let's 9, 14, and then we're going all the way around to 15. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, that was easy. Okay, cool. That was our first hard puzzle. Excellent. Oh, I feel kind of gratified there. Okay, so we need to enter the stairwell, which should be this door. And that will lead us to our map. I hate to advocate drugs, alcohol, violence, or insanity to anyone, but they've always worked for me. It's a good... Oh, hi, AJ. It's a good quote, is the thing. Okay, so we're hopping down to the first floor. And we are heading to room 109. Yeah? Check the map. I think it's one of those, like, not quite all the way. Yeah. Okay. That should be it. There we go. We are figuring it out. There's an item over here, looks like handgun bullets. And I'm going to take a quick check to make sure that we have our bullet adjustment. Yeah, we do. Okay. I just want to make sure that before we moved on too far, because if we got all those bullets and we didn't get that extra amount, that would be really disappointing. Okay, so we have a new coin. Let's see, I think... there's an item we can pick up that won't be used on this playthrough. Let's see, where was it? Doesn't look like James is looking at anything, so I don't think it's here. So it might be in another room very close by. So we need to find the stairwell door and go to the door immediately across from it, and that should be 105. Cool. And, let's see. Is the item I'm thinking about this? Okay, that's the white chrism. That is important. Okay. So now, let's look at this. And let's think about it very hard because I have no idea what this is going to be. We've got the old man, the snake, and the prisoner coins. First lies the seat of he who is peerless, silent and empty, heartless and fearless. Beside him sits one who knows the place of the servant. Ooh. Beside him sits the one who knows. The place of the servant is next to the throne. Dozens of feet, yet not a single toe. The one that is hidden beside him doth go. Seducer of dreams, creature of Hades, lying further from man and closer to lady. So the prisoner is the lady. Man and woman, seeing all, heedless to the raven's call. Silent and hidden the two may be, they be not there for you to see. Return them to whence they would be, and blessing shall descend on thee. I speak thus with the North Star behind me. The birth of the sun is the start of the story. Ooh boy. My love for you is like a truck berserker. Okay, so that was a big long thing, so let's go back over it. First lies the seat of he who is peerless, silent and empty, heartless and fearless. Um, silent and empty, that reads to me like that's blank. Beside him sits one who knows. The place of the servant is next to the throne. Dozens of feet, yet not a single toe. The one that is hidden beside him doth go. So there's somebody in that second slot, but there's nothing next to that. Seducer of dreams, creature of Hades, lying further from man and closer to lady. Um, Seducer of dreams, creature of Hades. My guess is the snake, because it's mentioning man and lady, the old man and the prisoner. So therefore, like, if it's not empty or blank, it must be that. And it's saying further from man and closer to lady, which by process of elimination is the prisoner in the last slot. So it would be blank, old man by process of elimination, blank, snake, prisoner. So let's try that. Let's start with the old man. Because it's going left to right as far as I'm aware. And if this isn't right, I would sooner just take everything out and do it in reverse order. Because I feel really confident about that. Um, so again, the first and third most likely are blank. Seducer of dreams, creature of Hades. And then the prisoner, the lady, who sits closer to the serpent than the man does to the serpent. There we go. Hell yes. Oh my god. Okay. Um, I. Okay. Neat. Sorry, I just did not actually expect to get that one. Yay. Okay, so we are now entering the stairwell, and we're heading up to the second floor, and we are staying on the move as best we can. Um, I'm starting to really appreciate these puzzles more and more now that we're like testing ourselves a little bit. It's kind of nice. Okay, and now we need to get to room 209, which I don't remember how this place is structured. It's largely vertical. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna turn. Oh, whoa. James. James. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do a quick check in here. James is not looking at anything, so it's not important. And then we are going to go here. Oh shit, we're actually almost done with this place. Hot damn. Handgun bullets. Apartment stairway key. I believe that's everything in here, so we're going to save. How are we doing on time? 28 in-game minutes. Okay. We should have more than enough bullets to deal with Pyramid Head. We just need to open this up, turn left, and move to far corner right here. We're still on the easy action difficulty, so we don't have to worry too much about this fight. There we go. And now we can just leave it alone. He goes underwater like Sonic. Not affected by physics at all. You think he has like an oxygen mask up there? Probably not, but I like to imagine he's got like a little bag for snacks just kind of hanging off his face. That's what I like to think. I like to think he takes care of himself. Has a few healthy little vittles. It's like a diving bell. Okay. So. His helmet makes a little air pocket. I like that. Okay, so we are, let's see. Yes, we're moving forward, and to the left, we'll meet Laura. Who is just going to be awful to us, which is fine. And we're going to get Maria. We are also now at the point where we need to start paying attention so that we can get the dog key. Unlike most of the other endings in the game, we are not worrying too much about a whole bunch of little qualifiers and markers to make sure that we trigger the right ending and get enough points. We are literally just grabbing a key, and we are finding a door that can only be opened at one specific point in the entire game, right near the end. Now here's the problem. I don't actually know where the dog key is. It has been too long, but I do know that it's somewhere a little after this point. In fact, I think we will be able to find it by continuing to move in this direction. Oh, like James doesn't deserve to get called out by a little girl. Okay, so there's a lot. And there's a doghouse. Hell yes. We now have the dog key. We now have everything we need to do the dog ending. That's it. That was the requirement. And now we have to play the game up until we get to the hotel and play it out in full. Up until it turns into the Nightmare Hotel. Then and only then can we get the dog key, or can we get the dog ending. But like, hey, that's neat. We got to actually like get that started. It was way easier than I remember it being. In fact, I barely remember it happening at all. Also, as a fun fact, that's also the point where we have to get our third item for either the second or third item for the rebirth ending.
Did you find the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
In fact, I think it's actually at the gas station along with the steel pipe. Which is kind of smart, leaving a lot of items kind of in your way. Never too far out, but easy to miss if you don't know to look for them. And I love the idea of like adding items in additional playthroughs. Like, hey, horror developers, that's a great idea and you should continually do it. You should keep adding weird shit to your games over and over. For as long as you keep it, for as long as you allow players to keep playing your game. Silent Hill and Resident Evil really had that nailed down. Like Resident Evil 1 and some of the later ones also did this, where you could find special costume keys and special dress-up rooms and places to pick up like infinite ammo launchers and stuff once you accomplish certain tasks. And it was really neat, and I want more games to do that. Okay. Now, the great thing is, we don't have to worry about Mary or Maria at all. I mean, we don't have to worry about Mary either. Because again, we are going to find out the real story of Silent Hill 2. And it will be the last ending of the base version of the game before it was expanded into the Director's Cut, Greatest Hits, and Restless Dreams Edition. Which is really cool. Like, I'm excited. We've actually experienced, like, most of what the game has to offer when it was initially released on PS2 in 2001. That is just great. Yeah, I get weirdly excited about that. I mean, it's like I would love to get other people excited about it, but that's not going to happen until I get excited about it. And I'm really excited about it. There's a thing about it that, like, I think it's because I know the game well enough that I kind of know how it's structured. I kind of know everything that's involved in making this game kind of special. And I know it well enough to be able to go, oh yeah, we're playing the super special version that has a whole bunch of stuff, and I get to show you what the game is like before the special stuff factors in, which is kind of neat. Like, oh, man. I don't know why that excites me. It just does. I guess it's because I'm big on archival. I'm like one of the reasons why I do streaming and why I back up everything on YouTube. Still private, but still there, is because it's like my one way of cataloging not only these games, but my own feelings on them. And that hits me in the heartbeat, you know? And like, my memory fades after a while. My memory is like pretty good, considering all factors. But I actually like it when my memory starts failing, because sometimes it means I get to sort of experience some things as if they're brand new. And that's really fun for me. Alzheimer's is going to be great. Ugh. Had to go dark, didn't I? Yup. Alright, grab the shotgun. We need to go to examination room 3. I think it's this first door, but I might be mistaken. Yes, it is. Yeah, I should also probably mention, like, apart from Silent Hill 1, where I knew it well enough that if I messed up, I was going to be... Ooh, that was 7497. Let's double check that. 4797. Okay, glad I double checked. That's one of the codes for password later. Oh, actually, we need to go do one thing first. we actually need to pop into the men's locker room. We haven't done this in a while, but this is where you get the code for something else a little later. Examination room key. I want to take a look at it real quick. God, dog key is just a bone. I love it. Okay. Now what do we do? Go back in here, I think? Ooh, I got really turned around. So, I did a little bit of prep playing for Silent Hill 1 because I knew the game well enough that I knew that I would get frustrated by the simple merit of going, I feel like I'm supposed to know this, and getting mad at myself for not remembering it half as well as I would have liked. And Silent Hill 2, I've played just enough that I hit that sweet spot of like, I'm probably going to be pretty cool with getting lost because I never remembered things all that well anyway. So I didn't really test the game much out except to make sure it worked. Okay, now I don't know the code for this. So let's check what other rooms we have available. We have another examination room downstairs. So let's see if that's what we need to do. It's been a while since I've had to do this, so I have to remember how to get the solution. Whee! So yeah, it's kind of fun going in a little bit blind, and when we start Silent Hill 3, it's going to be a slow play. Because I don't remember things. And that game is not remotely familiar to me. Okay, so I think this key should be to here. We haven't been in this room in so long. Ugh. Memories of a place we barely have to give a shit about. Oh, but we get some shotgun shells. So that's kind of nice. Then we have a new note. The pin number this month is T. Last month it was X, and before that it was Z. But what are they going to do next month? That's all they can express with 4 numbers. Anyway, does the door to the patient wing really need to have its combination changed this often? Huh. Pin number this month is T. Last month it was X, and before that it was Z. What are they going to do next month? Hey Mom, good to see ya. TXZ, 4 numbers. Alphanumerically, let's see. Z is, of course, 26. X is 24. T is ZYXWV ZYXWVUT. So that's 19? 20? Okay. So what can you express in 4 numbers with Z, then X, then T, then something that comes after? Six, 4, 9, 2, 3, 5, 8? No. Huh. So what's 4 numbers, T, X, Z. No, Z, X, and T is the sequence. So we know that, huh. This one's tricky. I'm gonna look around for more clues as I try and puzzle this out. That's all they can express with 4 numbers. Well, what month is it? Locker's lock is broken. Let's keep poking around, see if there's anything else here. Doesn't look like it. Huh. This one's stumping me. 26, 24, I think 19 or 20. I'm assuming 19. Let's see why. Unless the way I'm counting is bad. So I'm counting backwards. No, it's 20. Yeah, okay. I was counting bad. Okay, so it's 20. 2, 4. Oh, was I? Shoot. Okay. You might be, huh. Well, now I'm just sitting here like, oh my god. This is gonna fumble things. Yeah, I'm sitting here like counting the numbers, like going A, B, C, D, E, while counting on my fingers, and it's 20. But I was counting backwards originally, and it gave me 19. It's that like, did you walk up 7 steps, or did you walk down 7 steps? Does the last step at the very top count? Google says 20th. We'll take the 20th. Okay, so 26, 24, 20. They are taking away 2, 4, and then either 6 or missing a V maybe. U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Well, if the first month is 26, and the next month is 24, and the next month is 20, and we are supposed to express things via 4 numbers, then what we're dealing with is something that's a little bit more cryptic. So this might be a little bit abstract for my brain. This is where my puzzle solving issues come into play. So what's the relation of those numbers? Z subtracts 2. X will then subtract 4 to get T. So it could be 6 or 8 depending on if it's the same kind of pattern. Which would put it at like either 14 or 12. God, I wish there was a calendar. Because I feel like the calendar date matters in this case. Oh, we're gonna be stuck for a while, aren't we? We'll figure it out. Did we have any sort of note that told us what month it was? So we need to figure out what comes after Z, then X, then T that can be expressed with 4 numbers. Which says to me that it is going to be a month followed by another letter, or... Huh. I'm just kind of sitting here like, what is it that we're actually, like, trying to solve for? We were able to solve the coin puzzle. That was no problem. Hold on. If we're not getting enough information, then I think what we need to do is go back to the keypad and figure something out. And let's look at what we can actually input. It was the 3rd floor, right? Yeah. So let's go back up to the 3rd floor. Because I think... I think the problem we're having is that we're on the wrong track. Because we don't have enough information to draw any sort of pattern. So... what if this is similar to a Silent Hill 1 puzzle? You remember the door codes where you had to, like, draw patterns out of a 9-pin grid? What if we have to do the same here? So, like, we have to spell Z, we have to spell X, and we have to spell T. And we're trying... Are we trying to solve for T? Because it didn't give us a hint as to what the next one could be. So let's go ahead and assume that we don't have a way of solving what the next letter is going to be. Let's go ahead and assume that the month that they are talking about is this month. That T is this month. So now we have a puzzle where we have to draw a T, but we can only do it with 4 numbers. So if we wanted to draw a T using a number pad, because, like, X can kind of be drawn like that. You just figure out which points you draw first. 1, 2, 3, 8 might be it. Let's try it. let's draw it so that we draw the bar, we go back to 2, go down to 8. 1, 3, 2, 8. Okay. We had to draw a T. That was the puzzle solution. We had to think, we had to put on our big brain and draw the letter they were describing. Okay. That was a weird one. I struggled with that one. Okay, we don't need to talk to you, Maria. I just want the key. I just want the key. Okay. I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, So, Aleph, I think you get the credit for coming the closest. I just had to, like, figure out what we needed to do to make that right, and we just had to shove some numbers around. So it was 1, 3, 2, 8. We were making a key for the wrong type of lock. Yeah. So, a lot of puzzles like these involve us having to understand what all pieces we had, and then going, like, okay, with the information that we actually have, what can we make? And from what I could tell, like, we literally had to rethink what it is it was even trying to communicate to us. Ooh. What is this? Is this 6365 or 6385? I want to say that is similar to... Six three. Okay, I'm gonna write down a whole bunch of possibilities. So yeah, that was a very hard puzzle. I don't usually solve those, and I think without having people to bounce ideas off of, I probably wouldn't have figured it out on my own. That's cool. That's fun. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna enter the patient wing and hurry on over. And we're going to go to the very last room at the end of the patient wing. Gosh. Okay, so the problem I have with that puzzle is X. Because in order to draw an X, you're drawing... Okay, no, you know what? I take that back. Because you have to lift the pencil to make an X. So you're literally drawing the lines as if you were actually drawing them. So that does make sense. Okay, now we have this, which I think is 6385, but I could be wrong. Yep, I'm wrong. It could be 6365. It could be 6386. Or it could be 6366. Boom. Man, I was actually kind of proud of that one. I figured out a whole bunch of alternative solutions. So we can get rid of that puzzle from our notes. And then plug in purple bowl key. We get hair, and then we need to go to the shower room with that and the hook, where we are going to pull out the elevator key. Then we're going to go straight to the elevator. Whoo damn. Here we go. Combine. So I think we now know that we're going to be in for a trip the next time we have to solve another hard mode puzzle. Not every puzzle has a difficulty variant. Then we go down to the first floor and we enter room C2, where we are then going to go fight a boss. So let's go ahead and let's see. First, make sure we know where we're going. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively equip the shotgun. And it's even funnier because we're not actually in the Nightmare Hotel yet, or Nightmare Hospital yet. We're still working our way up to that. The door opens and we fight. I believe that'll kill that one. His feet go up. Little Wizard of Oz house dropping movement. Feet curl up. Yeah, nope. Come on. Curl them toes. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Beautiful Joe outfit. Yeah, there we go. Yes! We did it! Okay, and now we're in the Nightmare Hospital. We gotta pick up our pace a little bit if we want to get through this in a single run. Let's grab this. Let's see. Yes, this is where we need to go. We need to head up the elevator, and we need to go up to the second floor. And then we need to head to room 6. Each floor is titled differently. There's C, M, and S. And they're numbered from east to west. And, okay, so M6 is the very end. So we just go this way. We grab the dry battery cell. Grab the first aid. Grab the bullets. Switch over to our handgun because we don't need a shotgun right now. And then we are going back to the elevator to head up to the 3rd floor. Whew. We can do this. We can go fast. I just looked over at my email notifications and a sticker job that I might be working on just maybe got confirmed, so that's cool. Okay. No, we don't go into the stair. We don't go in there. We need to go to the employee. And go into the stairwell there, where we then go to the basement. Yeah, so I'm not confirming anything, but I've been working on getting a small job that involves some custom-made stickers for a content creator I like, who's putting out a calendar for next year. They are people who are constantly making stuff, so like I knew that if they were not getting back in touch with me very quickly, it meant they were making stuff. Which is cool. Like, that's a good reason to not respond to your emails, because you're fucking busy. But I'm hoping this summer, Robinette Interjack gets sticky. I mean, yeah, basically. Then Maria comes in, we go down the stairs, we get the copper ring. We turn around and we head back the way we came. Then we're going to go back up to the 3rd floor. Go back into the patient wing. Take the elevator down to the 2nd floor. Yeah, I don't know if these stickers will be sold independently. They might just be a special gift for people who purchase the main draw content. So I'm not going to tell people, oh, you gotta buy everything in this, because it might not be completely safe for work. The stickers will be safe for work. The content that you would be purchasing to get those stickers might not be. I'll have to talk with them about it. But it's my first time making stickers for somebody, even though I've designed stickers in the past, so it's kind of exciting. It's a new kind of job. I get to make something really cel-shady and fun. If it works out. I'm knocking on wood as we speak. I'm gonna skip all this. I will buy a Bobby calendar to get these stickies. Oh, we'll just see. Announcements will be made later if it ends up working out. I'm gonna help advertise it on probably even my main Twitter. So if people like my content and they want some stickers of a person, they can slap shit on there. I'm going to use it as a way of testing the waters on stickers for myself. I would love to make some stickers. I have some ideas for some dog vomit stickers that I would love to make. Let's see. We need to go back up to the 3rd floor. And if we want to pick up all the stuff from the quiz show, we need to go back into the storeroom in the employee wing. So we're going to haul butt. Then we're heading back here to plug in the rings. I believe the storeroom is this first door. My favorite part of this playthrough is watching you pull out the gat on every monster. Listen, they gave us extra bullets, and I am going to use them. Okay, so 3, 1, 3. This one is so dicey, because you'll lock yourself out of it. Like, you only get one chance to solve this, I think. But now that we've got that, we are now going to haul ass to not the elevator, but the door right next to it. And we are going to combine 2 rings so that we can open the door. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground, under the blue again. No, oh wait, I got it backwards. There's water at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, so upcoming sad moment. We are going to haul ass. God, this sequence is a little different on hard mode because we actually have to slow Pyramid Head down in order to make it through. And I'm not looking forward to that. There continues to not be dog. Listen, we're going to get dog. if I'm extremely lucky. This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. Or wait, is she my beautiful wife? Under the blue again. Okay, so now we are going to... No, we are going to head this way. Into the director's room. We're a little behind on time because of that puzzle. Or is she a manifestation of my complicated feelings toward my deceased beautiful wife? Letting the days go by. Hey, Christoph Gans, you're making a sequel to your first Silent Hill movie. Just put David Byrne in it. Just let David Byrne be the lead actor in your second Silent Hill movie. I think that would be great. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where did that hole go to? He already moves like a Silent Hill monster. He does! It's such a beautiful style of movement. Oh my god. Konami, give us a New Game Plus costume of James in the David Byrne suit jacket for the remake. Yes. Hi, B. Yeah, that would be very good. Honestly, I just want David Byrne in things. Like one of the music videos that was made in his collaboration with St. Vincent, which is a great album, by the way. That album frickin' slaps. Those are two songwriters that need to work together. Those videos are just great. I love watching David Byrne. It's not even just listening to David Byrne, it's watching him. He just has a very particular way, like, he has, I don't know how we refer to it now because Asperger's is now a, stigmatized term for, once you find out, obvious reasons. But like he's on the autism spectrum, right? Which I think when you listen to his music and you listen to the way he composes and the way he moves, and he has a very particular way of interacting with that stuff while also being just this guy, you know? A lot of his stuff like makes a lot more sense, which is really cool. Yeah. When I saw him collabing with St. Vincent, that was about the time when I started learning about that fact, which is really cool. And David Byrne is like a real one. He's really good. I would strongly recommend like learning about him, learning about the kinds of things that he's talked about, learning about like he did this great concert thing with I think Janelle Monáe. Like this really fantastic, like boisterous, aggressive, violent, and beautiful piece called Say Their Name. And it was just David Byrne and Janelle Monáe just like doing this huge call to action, one of the most like spectacular rhythmic experiences I've heard in a while, where they were just like going down the list of people who were victims of police violence. And putting Black Lives Matter at the forefront, and it was fantastic. It was not only a great performance, but just an absolutely phenomenal way of like making this really powerful statement through music. So like David Byrne is like a real one, and continues to be a real one, and I wish him happiness for as long as he lives and beyond. And I swear to God, if he ends up being like super problematic to the point where I have to go, okay, no more David Byrne for me, I'm actually going to be upset. Okay, we don't need to read that letter, because we already know where we're going. We're going to be heading left on Cat Street and just going straight down as fast as we can. We're actually going to turn off our lights so that we run less risk of running into anybody. Yeah, it... Mark Mothersbaugh, who... I'm not familiar with that name. I know as soon as somebody tells me who Mark Mothersbaugh is, I'm going to be like, well, I sound like an idiot. Devo! Holy shit! Yes! Mark Mothersbaugh! That's what we're talking about. Yes, that frickin' rules. Tell him I said hi and that he has absolutely no way of knowing who I am. By the way, Devo, great band. They keep making really dope stuff. Something for Everybody, you should absolutely go listen to as well, on top of everything else. Because Something for Everybody is one of the greatest experiments that they ever pulled, where they did an entirely focus grouped album. It's filled with weird memes and references and a bunch of stuff, and it somehow proves that you can make absolute frickin' bangers out of anything if you're talented and thoughtful. So yeah, Devo. They also slap. They still, to this day, slap. Which I'm very happy about. Like, Devo could have been a flash in the pan, but the reality is, they're dope, they rule, and I like their stuff a lot, and I wish them the best. Let's see. Is this where the statue is? No. Give me the statue. Okay, we passed it. And now it's here. Yes, dig. Thank you. There's this Jablinski Games video where Jack Black, Tony Hawk's sons, and Mark Mothersbaugh, I think, all decide to do a jam session together. Which is one of my favorite videos right now. It's still great. Oh, you contributed to those polls for that album. Hell yeah. It wasn't too big a deal. It was just online, and you picked which tracks you liked best based on like 10-second clips. That's fantastic. I didn't know the exact means through which it was done, but like, that's actually way better than what I was thinking. That's more like crowdsourcing. I've seen Patreon use similar examples that way. We're just processing really neat ideas. Okay, so we're a little behind time, but this is where the game kind of picks up quite a bit. Where we are going to be like chewing through a lot of stuff in tight sequence. We're going to go through Toluca. We're going to go through the Silent Hill Historical Center, which will feed right into Toluca Prison, which will feed right into the Labyrinth, which will feed right into Eddie, and then Toluca Lake and the hotel. This is our last time in the overworld. This is just the back end of the game, and I know I've got a place to be, but this ending will be worth it, and if I stay on top of things, we'll be able to get through this. The losers ended up on the later B-side record. I never got that! Oh, I should go look for that. Maybe they put it on a streaming service, and I can just go listen to it. Okay, so we're popping in here. There's an obsidian gauntlet in here, or goblet in here. That is not terribly important. That's, again, part of another ending that we're not going for right now. Right meow. Really did just kind of go right meow. Okay. That's where my brain is at. So we're descending the long stairwell. The good thing about the dog ending is that the game kind of stops right after we get to room 312. Because we only have one thing we have to do after that. They'll see the video about the guy selling satanic rituals on Etsy. Oh, that's kind of interesting, actually. Okay. Let's grab this. I don't think there's anything else. We're going to go here. We're going to follow the hall to the left. Oop. And we are going to jump down. Okay, and then we are going to grab our steel pipe. We are going to turn 135 degrees this way. Yes! Oh, damn. Nailed it in one shot. It's amazing because the descriptions are all super edgy, creepy, supernatural stuff. Then the user reviews are like, oh, X is the nicest, kindest guy ever. He's so good at satanic rituals. I love that. So we're keeping our hand on the right wall. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that later. We're going to pop into here. We're going to grab this item. We're going to position ourselves at the keypad. Once we use this. Okay, and now we have to figure out the code. Nope. So we've tried 257. 267. And now we've tried 276. So now we need to do 627. Damn. 672. There we go. And now we can leave. Okay, I don't think I'm in the right spot. Yeah. Turn around. And we're going to hold up and hit X, and boom, we are jumping down. And that'll put us in the prison. We'll see Eddie, and we'll pick up the gluttonous pig tablet, which is right behind us when we start. pick up some healing items, and do a safety save. I think that static noise uses one of the same sampled in I Wish by Skilo. Huh. You're gonna have to link me to that song. So, first things first, now that we are in the main area of this, alongside grabbing some handgun bullets, we're going to grab the map. We're going to turn around and enter the first door that we come up to, I think. Correct. Get rid of this guy. Go into the open bathroom. Grab the tablet. Turn around. And get out. Oh! I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I was a baller. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a 64 Impala. I weirdly love that song. Okay, not... Oh! We do want that. We need to go to the next open one, which will get us the wax doll. Come on. Get it. Thank you. Then we're going to go... Well, first we're going to grab that. We're going to pass this door, and we're going to enter the next one. That's not what I wanted. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Then we're going to grab this. We're going to open this 4 times. We're going to turn left, haul ass, and we're going to go to the courtyard now that we have all of the tablets. The courtyard is the first door that we're going to come across here. We're going to head straight forward and combine all the tablets to plug in here. Hot damn. When you know what you're doing in this game, it feels weird. I'm gonna mash through this. I'm gonna turn around, which I did blind. Okay. Oh, lined up perfectly. Then we're going to head up and through the first door again, where we are going to cross through the jail cell, and we're going to move almost directly forward to the next door. Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. Wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 64 Impala. Oh. I'd like a game with lots of replays where at some point your character themselves gains some knowledge of a story, so like by the 3rd or 4th playthrough, cutscenes start changing. Yeah, I think there is a... I want to say that exists, but I don't know. Also, I didn't say hi, Malik. I know you were there. Hi, Malik. I've been so hyper-focused that I've been failing in my duty to say hi to everybody. I hope I also said hi to my mom, because if I didn't, holy cow. Like, at some point, James is going to realize that Laura is going to step on his hand. So, like, basically a Groundhog's Day game. And I know that there is a sequel to Groundhog's Day in-game form that does exist and is about that. Whether or not it is good, I could not tell you. Okay, we got the hunting rifle, we got the rifle shells, we're good. And I think we have everything we need to just go straight through. Here's to hoping. Yes. God, we got through that so fast. Holy cow. It usually takes a second. Oh yeah. Minute is also like that. Um, let's see. God, there's another game. Near Replicant and Gestalt do this a little bit. Um, it actually does put you in a position where um, the characters will refer to things happening a second or third or fourth time. Undertale does this to a certain extent. It acts as if the player doesn't know, but the world responds to the player specifically. Um, God, what else? Okay, so we're going to get in here. We're going to grab everything we can. We're going to motor because we are so close to making good time on this. Whew. Oh yeah. So, fun fact. So, we've already seen that we can get the Great Knife from this area. It's pretty easy to get. We're not going to bother this time because it takes a little time. But we also start seeing pyramid heads roaming around with spears. We get access to the Great Knife when the pyramid heads stop using it, which I think is really interesting. I don't know what it communicates, but I like the consistency there. It's nice. What other games also do, like, replay adjustments? Trying to think. Okay, so I think it's the second right. Go down the ladder. Yes! Move up the ladder at the end. And then we have, I think, the next puzzle. Now this puzzle changes the orientation of this room, and we need to find a way to be able to cross over into the next room. I think we can possibly, let's see. I wish, okay. I don't think I'll be able to figure it out. Fashioned way. No, that's not going to do it. So this is what the hard and extra difficulty mode is like. Let's try our old-fashioned solution, which does not work. I don't think this is going to do it. Oh, it does it. Cool. The Flash game Beloved. Huh. I don't know anything about that one. We say hi to Maria. We can now just run past this, grab the wire cutters, go back the way we came. We got really lucky on that puzzle. That could have taken us a good minute. And we only had to do a couple of solutions, so we've had some really good luck here. We're now going to run back the way we came. We're going to pass this first left so that we can go here and use the wire cutters. David Byrne's Labyrinth. Unfortunately, I would be into that. That would be really good. Now here's where it gets confusing. So, we're going to take our first right. And I think we're going to go right again. Looking for the first ladder we come across. There we go. Then we're going to take a left. And I think circle around to... No. Yes, okay. So now we need to go right and then left around the fence, down the ladder. And then we need to go into the first left, follow the path, go up the ladder. Oh, hey, let me just grab this. Let's see. I think the first left? A bit like Stanley Parable, but a 2D platformer that invokes like a toxic relationship of a sort instead of the narrator. If you disobey the narrator's instructions, the graphics get glitchier. I think I remember that one. And I helped make a game similar to that. That's really cool. Okay, so we are now going up against the Abstract Daddy. And we're going to grab our shotgun and unload. Okay, and we're done. Get out. Whew. Again, we're making good time. And now we are at the Innocent Man puzzle. So we're going to... no, we're not going to look at this yet. We're instead going to go to the other room. Cooled down quick in Nebraska. It was high 60s this morning. Now it's in 30s and it's going to get in the low 20s. Hot damn. Okay, so we need to figure out which of these is innocent. I do not wish to die, but tomorrow I will climb the 13 steps. Please someone answer me. Why must I die come the morning? The man imprisoned beside me believed me. Because they're all insane, that's why, he said. Of course, I know his opinion will change nothing. Now you know why I struck out at them, he muttered. Okay, so next to our guy, we're assuming that whoever's talking is innocent. I'm assuming. Now you know why I struck out at them. Assault? I think? The man who was executed yesterday, the one who had said his job was to sell dreams, said that that was not true. But the man who was to be executed the day after tomorrow for stealing children shouted back that it was true. Holy cow. The man who was hung today did not answer. They'll kill me either way, he said. He was caught embezzling public money, so he hasn't any hope for mercy. The man who was always quietly smiling to himself said, I am happy for I will soon be with her. I do not wish to die. I long only to return home. But I know it is not to be. Though I have done nothing, this crime has been thrust upon me. Someone save me. This is not judgment. They are bloodthirsty, and I am their sacrificial lamb. Whew. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is actually a shorter thing than we're used to seeing. Selling dreams is forgery. Um, so there are 6 or so criminals. There's counterfeiting, arson, assault, which I think is interpreted as something else, like injury or something. Swindling, kidnapping, murder, stealing. Of course, I know his opinion will change nothing. So this is the bodily injury guy that he's talking to. Um, his job was to sell dreams. Swindling, maybe. Um, so assault, swindling, stealing children, kidnapping. Okay, so we have assault, we have, I think, swindling. We have kidnapping. They'll kill me either way. Embezzling. Uh, so like, uh, thievery? I'm happy for I will soon be with her. Um, maybe murder? Because that's the only one that seems to line up. Um, so let's go take a look at our options. Yeah, it's like I'm operating on having played this game several times. Um, and remembering like kind of okay, uh, hung for the crime of murder. Okay, we've got somebody potentially a good fit for that. Um, bodily injury, we have a guy for that. Crime of kidnapping, we have somebody for that. Um, embezzlement, hey, okay. Swindling, we have a guy for that. And counterfeiting, that's our guy, right? It's got to be the counterfeiting guy because there was nothing in there that really fit anything along those lines. The closest is selling dreams, but that's swindling, right? So let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Let's pull. I feel like that's got to be it. And then we're going to turn right, go back down the hall, check the door. Key of the persecuted. Hell yeah. I I'm assuming that means we did it. Um, so let's give it a shot. Do you think they would be jerks enough to give us a fake key and lock us out? It says by the prisoner who was wrongly executed. Yes. Okay, that's our confirmation. It is the counterfeiter. I think that one is one of the puzzles that is set per difficulty. So now I know anytime it is on hard difficulty for riddles, it's the counterfeiter. Pretty much if there's text attached and they're not calling out numbers, you can just go ahead and assume that that's what it is every time. Okay, so we need to go back through that door after we're done with here. So cool, that's great. We figured that one out. Oh, and we can now switch to our hunting rifle. No, not the hunting rifle. We need the steel pipe. Um, like we could probably also use the shotgun because like, you know what? We have 239 bullets. Eddie's going to get a lot of shotgun. That's just what's going to happen right now. We are not going to sit here and waste time when we are so close to the end. We are going to make this happen. And I need to remember, when we get to the hotel, to find the frickin' thinner. That was my problem last time. I don't want to waste time again. I'm going to go ahead and do a little safety save. We don't need to pick up anything else as far as healing is concerned for the rest of the game, because this may be our last boss coming up. Gosh, we're so close. We're gonna run down. Things are gonna get super red. There we go. Then Eddie, who we're just gonna blast. Ow. Okay. So we got that. We're a little low on health, which is fine. We're gonna grab what we can. We're gonna switch over. So anyway, I started blasting. We're doing fine on health, even though the game is trying to tell us we're not. Switch over to the hunting rifle. God, we're doing good. Shit. And then he's going to do his thing again, and we're gonna blast. I'm doing that little bit of adjustment there for a very specific reason. Because on easy difficulty, you can actually get around the need to reload just by moving. Oop. Come on. Where are you going, man? Get back here. There we go. Damn, you got pretty far away from us. All right, we're doing this. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get through this super fast. We're gonna be super good at it. We're gonna be very sexy, handsome, and cool about it. We're going to gently row to the right until we see the lighthouse, and we're going to move forward while we do it. I want to see the dog too. Then you shouldn't have done a hitting, Eddie. Yeah, Eddie can scoot. Okay. So, we are now at the tail end of this playthrough. We're going to try our best to get through this faster than usual. So, the timing in which I need to pick up the center, which is really important, is when we reach the restaurant and talk to Laura. We need to then go to the elevator. Sorry, a cough is coming, and it's not quite coming out. There we go. Just forced the issue. We're going to... Yeah, after we go to the restaurant, we need to go down to the basement, where we are then going to get the thinner from inside the elevator. Then we're going to head up to the second floor, I think? But first we need to grab the fish key right here. We need to say hi to Laura. Actually thinking about the leave ending today and how it's like James was able to overcome things the ways that Eddie and Angela couldn't. He was able to admit his guilt when Eddie was too afraid to say sorry, as Laura suggested, too worried that no one would believe him. Yeah. I think Angela was stuck in a place where her relation to the death of her father at her own hands was... God, Angela's story actually really, really works for me. Because one of the things that really gets me is the guilt of fighting back. I think there's a lot there that I don't know how intentional it was, but Angela's story feels a lot like, could she have done something better? Could she have figured out a better solution than to fight back the way she did? Was the guilt that she had afterwards, like, from lashing out and doing something she shouldn't have done in order to protect herself, was there another way? But I don't know. That's like me going off the cuff because I don't remember the details of that too closely, but there's something about it that feels right to me. And yeah, Eddie was trying to avoid culpability because he was in a position where he felt that culpability was going to be leveraged against them. Because when have things not been leveraged against them? We're going to pull out our thinner, which is this little guy right here. Cool. He was able to reconcile with some very conflicting feelings over his actions, which overwhelmed Angela. Yeah, she was never able to actually deal with how complicated those feelings were. Which, you know what, Angela? Fair. I want to be honest. Not blaming Angela for that at all. She was in a really bad spot and didn't have a way out that she could find. Yeah, exactly. I mean, from this, like, with this story, with maybe the exception of Eddie, who I still hold a certain level of, like, sympathy. Okay, did we get everything from there? I want to double check. Guess I'll have to catch the VOD, which is available for 60 days after initial airing. Well, thank you for coming by, Bob. Okay, we are going to squeeze past this abstract daddy. Yeah, like, that's the thing I really like about this game, because it really is asking the question, when you kill someone, and it's not just because you wanted to kill someone, what do you do with that? It just creates this situation where they're like, yeah, we're going to actually let these people have complicated feelings about something that they're allowed to have complicated feelings about. What are the most gray scenarios possible for killing? Yeah, it's not outright saying these murders were completely justified. All it is really doing is saying these people were forced into a position where they were overwhelmed with their emotions, they were overwhelmed with the context of their situation, and they did something that under most other scenarios would be objectively wrong, but we are now in a situation where we have to admit that, like, just because we can say that doesn't mean it actually works that cleanly. These people were fucked by killing. Even if they have been justified, they still have to live with the consequences. Yeah, it's like they want these people to be held accountable, but they also want to give these characters some level of sympathy for being placed in such a nasty position. It wants to have a conversation about this kind of thing. Okay, I need to find the red room. I always forget exactly where it is. Uh, let's see. Okay, we got that. I don't think there's anything else in here. Go past the elevator to this first door, where we were going to grab the videotape and can opener from the safe. Regardless of the motive or how justified or unjustified the act is, killing someone is a really big deal that can shake the perpetrator to their core. Yeah, because, like, Angela acted in self-defense. Eddie lashed out after years of abuse. And James was given a complicated situation in which he was basically being asked to kill someone in a situation where there was no way for him to have, like, a healthy feeling about it. Okay, where do we go? Got all of that. We need to head down to the basement, which I think we get to here? James is James. James got put in the weirdest position where I think it would be fair to say he has, like, the most complicated relationship, because he was with somebody who was terminal, who was suffering, who was essentially daring him to kill her and pleading with him to kill her and putting him in a position where her suffering was being used against him. And so he ends up doing this thing that, yeah, sucks. Absolutely sucks. But there is also a chance it may have been the right thing to do given the context of the situation. That he would still be like, okay, I went the wrong way. I think, okay. Where do I go? Is it this way? Yeah. Okay, I need to go over here. I need to use a can opener. We're almost there. We are almost there. Because literally, once we solve this puzzle and get up to room 312, we're good. We can finish this game off. Okay, so we've got the light bulb. We got the bar key. We need to go around, plug the light bulb into the light because I don't think, can't find the keyhole. Just wanted to confirm that for us. Now we have a light, so we can find the keyhole. Because we don't have a flashlight, therefore can't use a key very effectively. I think we need to turn right? Go up here. We need to cross to the left, over the balcony. So yeah, James just gets put in this complicated situation where, like, Mary wanted to die. He was being pushed to the point where he was basically being antagonized by his dying wife, who he very clearly loved. It's like, damn, it sucks. It's a shitty position to be in. And, like, I would not have done what he did. But at the same time, it's like, God, ugh. I do not envy his position, because I know that I would have complicated feelings as well. And that sucks. It's a bad position. Okay, now we are here. There's a plate in front of it. 'Twas shameful greed did stain her shoe with blood. Okay. Even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. Beauty, both a blessing and a curse thou be. Okay, so I think this one's pretty easy. We have Little Mermaid, Cinderella, and Snow White. The only time where a story involves shoes is Cinderella. And the story of Snow White is literally someone getting so jealous about somebody's beauty that they decide to do a problem with it. Right to die is a heavy issue, and we're still working out the nuances and potential for abuse today. SH2 is set in the mid-90s, if I recall correctly. Yeah, and I think up through the mid-90s, up to the very early 2000s was when we really started talking about Dr. Kevorkian and talking about the right to die as like a thing. It's only in recent history that we're starting to have more places in the world where people are given a right to exit this mortal coil at their behest. Okay, we got the hotel stairway key. We got the best song in the game. We're going to run upstairs. We're almost there. We can do this. We can do this. We're going to go up here. We need to go into room 312. Wait. We forgot to do something. Shit. It's a really simple thing. It's not going to take much time. We just need to go into one little room. That is in the lobby area that I forgot to do because it actually has the key to room 312. Or the stairwell that lets us go into the third floor. At least I get to listen to this music more. Okay, there we go. So now we have both keys. So we can finish this off. Everybody, we're going to be getting ready here in just a minute. What we're going to do is we're going to go to room 312, which is up on the third floor. And you see the observation room? At the bottom, right next to 312? That's where we're headed. And that will be the last thing we do in this playthrough. So, for everything that we have learned about this game, for all that we have talked about James's behavior, the right to die, the complex feelings that go with dealing with somebody who is terminal and angry at the world and lashing out, I want you all to know that you can just abandon that because that's not what the game is actually about. What is the game actually about? Kind of you to ask. I used the dog key. And there it is. The true ending. Everybody say thank you, Akira Yamaoka. beautiful timing, Clarissa. Oh, damn. James was looking kind of buff. So yes, everything we know about Silent Hill 2, don't worry about it. It was all the dog's fault. He's controlling everything. He was behind everything. That's all you need to know. Oh, more is coming. We got 3 more endings. What endings do we have? We have the UFO ending. We have the Born from a Wish ending and playthrough. And we have the Rebirth ending. All 3 of which were added to the director's cut past its initial release. So we are still going, and judging by how well we've done, we can probably actually say we'll be able to finish in 3 more streams. So I'm pretty sure they photoshopped the 3D model CG heads on top of supermodels. The dog's name is Mira, by the way. Excellent. So Mira is to blame. An hour and 45 minutes of in-game time. That's pretty nice. I think we actually got a few minutes shaved off. So that's great. Okay, we have 3 out of 4 endings plus 1. So let's go ahead and mark that in our, like, everybody, game goal is changing to 4. We did it. Hot damn. She's so smart. She's running the whole town. Hi, Crow. Gosh. Okay. So, let's go ahead and wind it down because holy cow, we did it. I'm trying to remember what order of events I wanted to do. I think I wanted to do the Born from a Wish scenario first, which is really short. If we're willing to, like, if we can get through it quickly, we might be able... I'll think about it. I'll think about what we're doing next time. But for now, we're done. We still have Rebirth, UFO, which I think I'm saving UFO for the last, like the very last ending, just to end on a high note. Gosh, yeah, now I'm just kind of thinking, like, the chance of being killed by a Shiba Inu is incredibly unlikely, but not impossible. Yeah, so we're done. I have been Robin and Enerjack without a C, and will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. Foreseeable future. Let's enunciate correctly. So we have VODs available for 60 days after initial airing. We have, let's see, subscriber and follower exclusive emotes. We have, what else? No, you know what? I'm not shilling for Amazon right now. So we're not going to worry about that. Instead, what I'm going to do is talk about our schedule. We're going to be playing more of this on Saturday and Monday and Tuesday, where I think we might be able to finish everything off and move on to our secret game next Thursday. Also next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, we should be playing some Gex. Because why not? Let's play some Gex with Ryan and Lark. I think that's everything. Once again, we are working towards a sub-point goal of 40 so that we can get Silent Hill 4 on the docket. We're going to be streaming as much as we can for the foreseeable future. So if you want more Silent Hill, bring your friends along let them come by, let me sell myself to them. But for now, we're done. Thank you all for coming. Get hydrated, get vaccinated, get masked up. Be good, be safe, be awesome. Thank you for a wonderful stream. And be gone. Bye, everybody.